Alright, y'all, welcome to season 3, damn. Season 5, episode 3. So today we got LSU versus Pasadena here, and to start this game out, it looks like LSU's having a pretty good start, and as I say that, he gets sacked, so it's 3rd and 8 now. And they throw up a ball to Bloom. Bloom makes a nice little breakup, and it's turnover on down, or not turnover down, but they punt the ball. So we get the ball around the 20. Jamil gets a nice little run, getting towards midfield, and Bush gets the reception, getting him down to the 30-yard line. Hart looking pretty poised right now, hitting Penny on a seam beater, making the score 7-0. On 3rd and 4, LSU hits their tight end, and they end up getting the first. They try to run the ball, not too much luck. So on 3rd and 11, their quarterback tries to throw it up to our corner Slayton this time, and Slayton gets the pick, and he's going to try to run it back here, but he gets tackled around the 28. And we end up scoring off of that drive as well. So they get the ball back, and LSU tries to do something here, but on 3rd and 7, he airs it out to Slayton again, and the safety comes back around and gets a nice hit, breaking the pass up. So we get the ball back, and Hart throws his absolute bomb to Penny. I mean, damn, nice play just to get it over the safeties and just really air it out, making it 21-0. And on 3rd and 7, the quarterback trying to look poised here, but he can't. Some pressure from the interior, and honestly, Pasadena's D-line, our D-line has been absolutely insane all season long. And oh my God, Hart just aired it out to Penny there, make it 28. But like I was saying, the D-line has been absolutely insane these past couple of seasons, but I think this is going to be the best season we've seen our D-line ever, because I mean, they're all junior seniors, and they're also in a really good position with these DBs, even though, yeah, right there, at the greatest coverage, our DBs have been giving the D-line time to get back there. And as you see, another sack, I think against LSU, rank 11, it's pretty apparent that our D-line is just that much better than the opposing O-lines, and then having the defensive coverage to give the defensive line some time to get back there, I think it's really important. And damn, oh my God, somebody give that man some help. But again, another sack there, stopping the 3rd down, and just killing the drive, honestly. So now Penny gets his I think this is his 5th reception, breaking a tackle, and on the 27-yard line, Hart does his absolute prayer to Bush, but he can't pull it in. We've seen crazy catches from Bush, so I can't really say it's a terrible read, even though it was a crazy one. We hit Tim Curl for his 2nd touchdown of the game, and we're just gonna skip through the game just a little bit, because, you know, honestly, great play by Bush and Hart. I did not think we were gonna blow out LSU this bad. I think, you know, this is probably the best our team has ever been on both sides of the ball, but I did not think LSU was gonna get pretty much just torn apart like this. I mean, 56-10 in the 4th quarter, not something that you really see. And another thing you really don't see is Jamil getting stopped right there, but still, I mean, so we get up, turnover on downs, they get a score, 56-17 now. But nonetheless, though, blowing out LSU in this type of fashion is insane. Nice ball from Hart, getting down to the 1-yard line. I'm pretty sure we end up scoring, hitting Jamil. So 63-17 is a blowout win that is pretty apparent that we're just that much better than opposing teams, and we really could go and get a 3-peat here. I mean, you never know, but we'll see. And as you see here, we got Mississippi State versus Pasadena as well. I believe it's Pasadena's game. We're gonna check. But Mississippi State is having a really mediocre season so far, so we're not really that scared of them. And the first play, Jamil gets a 20-yard run, so pretty apparent that we might be able to do anything we want to this team. We're going to see, though. And a good scramble play from Jamil. Jamil gets this dump off, and I think, yeah, this is probably the biggest show of how much they shouldn't be on the field with us. I mean, a scramble right and a dump off throw that really should have been 10 to 15 yards ends up being a 60-yard touchdown. So it's pretty and then our backup too. So 14-0, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be a blowout win. So it's just going to be a bunch of highlights of straight touchdowns, because I don't think they really have a chance of scoring on us. But we're gonna see. Nice little pitch to Jamil, and I think he just breaks the sideline as well. Yeah. So while we just have a little time to just, pretty much shit on Mississippi State, I want to talk about the other teams so far. So I think Florida State still has some problems to deal with. So I think next season they'll have a better chance. I think this season they still don't have a pretty built roster or a program that's going to be working for them. And yeah, 70-0, just cut this game short. But yeah, I don't think they have like a pretty built roster, like how we want them to be. So I think it's pretty important to look to the future and try to build something better for Florida State. So I don't think they're going to be relevant this season. But person being to be relevant though is San Jose Tech though. San Jose Tech for sure has built their roster and their coaching staff, and I think that even this year or next year they have a great chance, even though they have people leaving. And then they built a pretty good culture and community, and oh my god, what a great run I just seen out of Jamil against Auburn. And yeah, so, and this is the same Auburn team that gave Florida State trouble as well. So I mean, like I said, Florida State, they're up and coming. I don't think they're gonna do it in this season. So, and then one of the biggest names is Varga out of South Dakota. I mean, what pretty big shoes to fill if you're that quarterback, because just a season ago we had Josh Flowers there, so you're gonna have a really hard time being him. And I think changing the playbook, giving Varga a better opportunity to play his style and not Josh Flowers' style, great move by Jamil, is very important for South Dakota to identify that. And I think that them doing that in the middle of the season was very crucial to their success. And even if they don't make the playoffs or natty this year, I think that Varga has shown he has the talent to take their team to that level of greatness again. So I think as long as they just surround him with great players and great talent, I think Varga could pretty much take that team to where Josh Flowers could do, and maybe more. You never know what Varga's talent ceiling could be. Interception by 41 after getting hit. So Hart was pretty pissed off in the halftime room, and he came out absolutely livid. He just threw this bomb, making this 35-14, and they get the ball back. Great defensive stop, and he's just going to be airing this out because of that interception. I think he wanted to be clean this game, and for him throwing that interception, it kind of got him heated. So he kind of had a conversation with the team in the locker room saying that he's going to be locked in and dialed up for this second half. And I think you could definitely see the difference in the play there. I mean, look at this pass, beautiful, right over the top safety. I mean, that's supposed to be never happening. Look at this bomb. That's never supposed to happen in cover 3, and he just lets it fly. I mean, like, look at this. And this is not against a bad team. This is ranked whatever, maybe 15 Auburn. I mean, Auburn's no pushover team, but that's going to be a walk-off win, making us 7-0. So great start for Pasadena, and honestly we have a great chance of becoming undefeated. So now we got South Dakota versus UL Monroe, and South Dakota coach, he's looking pretty poised here. He's not really too worried about UL Monroe, and I don't think I would be either. I mean, they're not the greatest team, and they're certainly not a team that could give this defense and offense a loss. I mean, that's insane. We're gonna see though, to start out, UL Monroe makes a nice little drive, pretty textbook, and they end up fumbling. Oh my god. So quarterback makes a nice fumble, or D-line makes a nice fumble. I don't know why I said quarterback. And they end up taking that scoop of score, making it 7-0. And this quarterback tried to find something. I think he hesitated in the pocket. And so now it's 2nd and 7. They get the sack, 3rd and 13. And I think there's some more pressure, I'm pretty sure. Anthony Morton trying to look for something. And UL Monroe's quarterback thought he was freaking Dylan Raiola. I don't know what was happening there. But another person to talk about is Kai Stark. I mean, Kai Stark is on Heisman watch, and he could win it. I mean, he's been the census #1 running back this year. I mean, Jamil just a season ago or 2 seasons ago was the best, but I think he's kind of taking a back seat and letting the other people get the ball. And with that, Kai Stark is more than happy, because Kai Stark has just been the limelight of this South Dakota offense. I mean, you could say that about other players in this team too, but Nice pitch by Varga. I don't know how he did that. Just surrounded by people, but good pitch. But I think he's just been the limelight of this offense, and obviously the soul, because I mean, I haven't really seen that many other people stand out from this offense, and I think that the coach knows that. You know, South Dakota's coach is pretty smart. Nice move by Kai Stark. I think he knows that, so he's gonna have to just rely on him until they can get better stars. And it's not like Kai Stark is anything less than what he, you know, it's not like he's someone that's just easy to overlook. I mean, not saying that, you know, he's only good because there's nobody on his team. Even if there were people on his team, he'd still be good. But I think the coach knows that, you know, you can't. I mean, yeah, Dylan is an occasional great boost to this team, but you know, if we really take into account, Kai Stark really just doing it all for this team. And I think the coach knows that. They put 98 on UL Monroe, and I'm pretty sure this is 100. Oh my god. Yeah, like this is what I was talking about. UL Monroe's terrible, man. But great play, 500 yards and 10 touchdowns for Varga. And like I was saying, Varga has a really big shoes to fill, but it looks like so far he's on pace to fill them. I mean, if you look at Josh Flowers' start, you know, he was doing it. He was probably doing just as much or less than Varga against worse competition. And you know, yes, you know, Varga has better talent than Josh Flowers did at the time and better O-line, but still, you know, pretty good start for Varga's collegiate career. Now we got Florida State against North Carolina here, and Hook trying to find something, drops a really deep drop, so good protection by the D-line, and he gets that pass to make that miracle play. The running back gets hit in the flat, and Drango hits another run, getting him down to the 8-yard line, 1st and goal. Another run gets them down to the end zone. I think he crossed the plane. He did, 7-0. Drango looking for something, making moves, getting down to the 15. Hook on this play action pass, trying to get something here, but he gets instant pressure. So now it's 2nd and 26. They make it 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 8, and they get a drop. So on 4th down, pretty much money down here. We're gonna see if Hook can get something here, and he can't. So it was a great ball. They end up scoring off of that drive because, you know, they're perfectly right in front of the end zone, and then he throws a questionable pass, which could have been PI. We don't know what the flag is yet. Could have been holding as well, and it looks like it was holding because the interception stands. Defense tries to make a couple of plays here, so now they're 2nd and 4 off that good RPO screenplay looking like, and they end up scoring. So it's 14-7 here. Hook has a great chance to tie the score up, and we're gonna see. Oh my god, Drango just freaking stiff armed the shit out of somebody. Damn. Francis gonna go down to the 30-yard line and try to make a move, but doesn't make anybody miss. So we're gonna see Hook hit Francis in the flat. Huge juke there, and great blocks get him down to the end zone. So what a play, electrifying this offense, and they end up getting the stop. So now it's 14-14, and Drango still has a chance to get him down there, and we're gonna see back-to-back runs after he's on fire, getting him in perfect chance to score before the half here. We're gonna get another run to Stark, or Shark, I didn't really see what his name was. Oh, Shank. What the hell? Shank. And on the last play, they end up running with Shank, and he gets the touch to get it in, 21-14. We're gonna see Hook here rolling right, and he's gonna hit Francis. So it looks like pretty weird, but they have 3 running back system. I think it's been what I've been seeing. It's just 3 running backs. Drango, Francis, and Shank has all been, and great move by Drango on 4th down. Great move. But I think these 3 running back system, I mean, it's pretty weird. Never seen it before, but it's kind of working against North Carolina because looks like there's always a fresh back in the backfield, and each of them looks like they can do something all special there. So it's 14-21 still after that nice stop from North Carolina. Hook trying to find somebody. Everyone's back. He throws up a prayer to Awuzie, and he gets a nice catch. So now it's 3rd and 6. Hook trying to find somebody. He sees a wide open Awuzie, or who's that? No, that's not Awuzie. That's I don't even know how you say that name. But great catch by him, and they hit a receiver in the flat pretty much, and they get the score, 28-14. Another stop from the defense, and Hook gonna take off on 2nd and 10 and get down to the 25. Hook drops back to pass and sees the guy I can't pronounce, get him down to the 5, And on first and goal, Hook gonna roll right and gonna see a wide open receiver getting it 35-14. So this is a pretty good win. I mean, it looks like a win for Florida State here, because North Carolina, yeah, they've been struggling just as much as Florida State, but I think to see that there's progress, you know, there's definitely a great thing to see out of Florida State. And I was just saying that they have a great chance to become good very soon, but obviously they end up in the game with the interception, but it doesn't really matter, because although everything, you know, listed here, they got the win. You know what I mean? And they have a pretty good freshman running back, Drango. And I'm pretty sure they have a pretty good freshman backup. But I think they're just going to keep Hook out there. They don't want to crush the freshman spirit just yet. You know, let him get acquainted with, you know, NFL. I mean, not NFL. Fuck, damn. College play before. You know, he's only ever played high school, so I don't think they want to give him the wrong impression there. So we're going to start this game against Army. So we're going to see Little get in the pocket there. He's going to get hit. And now it's 4th and 29, and he throws up a prayer to Gaskin. He can't pull it in. So they have prime scoring position. San Jose Tech trying to stop them to a field goal. They end up doing this RPO quarterback keep. And on 4th and 2, they do a similar play. Pitch it, and it's intercepted. Robinson intercepts the pitch and gets the score all the way down, making it 7-0. So great play by Robinson. I mean, damn. So he gets down there to score, and that is a pretty good play out of a linebacker. I mean, you doesn't get better than that. So I don't know what's up with San Jose Tech playing all the freaking damn. Oh my God, playing all the military teams. I don't know what's happening with that, but because I'm pretty sure they played the Navy early on in this season as well. And a great catch by Tuttle. What the hell? Can we see this again? Oh my God, he's gonna go over 2 people and just make an insane grab. Let's just get it one more replay real quick. Look at this. Oh my God, man. I mean, what about picture perfect ball? But great catch, the concentration that it needs. And they go right back to Tuttle, getting the score 14-0. And what looks like a TFL ended up being a 2-yard gain. 3rd and 6 for the quarterback of Army. Can't get anything there. 14-0. Little looking for somebody here, hits Tuttle in the flat, making it 3rd and manageable. 3rd and 2. Little's going to throw up this ball to Gaskin. He's going to make a head top play. I think this Army defense is not the greatest. I think the box is obviously good, but I don't really see anything else besides the box. I think oh my God, this D-line's terrorizing that quarterback. But I think everything besides the box is pretty mid, because you don't really see these DBs guarding anything. Good underneath route to Nesbitt. Little sees a wide open Gaskin though, and Gaskin's going to take the top off, making it 28-2-0. They end up getting the score on San Jose Tech, and that's pretty surprising. I didn't think Army was ever going to score there, but a great play to Ajayi, burning the linebacker that was guarding him. Great throw by Little. And Robinson, who had the earlier interception, tries to dive like he's Palomalu, but couldn't get it. And a broken tackle and a juke, and 47 gets 2nd inches. I don't know what's going on. The quarterback, oh my God, great blocks, and the quarterback runs. I think this is how they scored on San Jose Tech. I mean, beautiful blocks and a great run, getting him down to the 30-yard line. They end up scoring again. So I think the quarterback was better than I thought initially. Gaskin gets another beats another corner on the top, and Little throws a nice ball. So now it's 14-35. I'm gonna try to see if we can get another end zone score before the half. Great throw to Mark, and a nice throw and route from Tuttle to get the separation. 42-14, and a sack on Little. So we're gonna see 3rd and long. Little gets kind of tripped up there, and he gets terrorized by like 3 dudes back there. Can't really, damn, oh my God, somebody help that guy. I can't really blame the O-line, because Little was back there pretty long time. And this one, again, he's back there for a long time as well. Trying to throw something. Gaskin makes a nice play, though. I think the one thing, I can't tell if it's the play calling of San Jose Tech's OC, or it's just Little's ability to process coverages and just see who's open immediately, but one of the two is pretty much hurting the offense's efficiency. Now, obviously, you see the big score against Army, but Army's terrible. Nobody cares about the score. We really got to think about, if this is a better team, how much different would it be? Because another great route and throw by Tuttle and Little, but I think the processing speed or the OC's play calling has to be better, because Little was back there for a long time, and you can obviously see the O-line struggling against Army. Imagine if it was a different team with better D-line. I mean, Little would have been on the ground a lot more than 3 times. So I think they had to be wary of that for sure. I'm not really sure if they had just known it wasn't going to be that serious, so they didn't really try to play call the best they could have. Great hit by our DB on the quarterback, but they ended up getting the first down anyway. A great D-line stop from Lawrence there, and a nice play on 3rd down, getting that first down, and great blocks on this freaking wide receiver screen, and another missed tackle. Multiple missed tackles. Damn, bro, everybody needs to hit that tackling wheel. They end up getting the score, I believe. Yep, they do. Damn, that's a tank. But like I was saying, I don't know if it was just they knew it wasn't going to be that serious of a team, but I think the OC has to try to help Little as much as possible, getting that ball out and getting used to processing a defense pretty fast, because it can be hard for a freshman quarterback to look at a defense and take it apart. So, but nonetheless, it was a great win against Army. I mean, they looked pretty sharp out there, and that's mainly what the most important thing is, besides, helping the quarterback be more comfortable. But enough yapping about San Jose Tech. We got Pasadena now against Missouri, and Missouri scored pretty fast there, and a nice throw, zipping past the Bush. So now we got 6-0 after the 2-point failed conversion, and they take the top off to Penny, and Penny goes on a post and goes all the way to the end zone, making this 20. What the hell? 20-7. I don't know if I skipped ahead of what I thought I did, but 20-7. They get an interception, but we get the stop, so we get the ball back to open the half. Oh no, we don't get the stop. We just get the opening kickoff. So I think I'm just gonna kind of skip through some of these plays, because even though we did a great job against Missouri, I think it was another dominant performance, I believe. I mean, we kind of just skipped through a couple of the plays, but this was a pretty surprising drive, if I say so myself, because I didn't think Jamil was going to get stopped this many times on the run plays. Maybe they just figured him out. I don't know. But great play to Bush, and Bush takes his top off and goes all the way to the end zone, almost gets tackled. And 49-10 now after the field goal that they got on the defense. But I mean, the game is over. Jamil finally gets his big run of the game, and a great win, 56-10, giving us the 8-0 start. And that's going to be the last game of the episode. So I think this is more based or focused on Pasadena and their games during the season. And I'm really excited to see when the other teams become just as good or better than Pasadena, because this is Pasadena's last season of being dominant. So I think it's important to talk about the potential factor that other teams can be just as good as this team, and I think it's pretty close to seeing that point in the turning tides of college football. But nonetheless, this is going to be the end of the episode here, and stay tuned for season 5, episode 4.